occupation is in itself the worst violation of human rights. In spite of scores of resolutions of condemnation issued by the Council, Israel, the country of impunity, flouts the will and resolutions of the international community.
Put an end to the aggressive acts of Israel and the crimes against humanity that are taking place there.
The crimes committed by the occupying power for decades.
The Israeli blockade of the Gaza Strip is now well into its 6th year, with devastating consequences.
The depths and expense of the gross and systematic violation of human rights in Palestinian people, in particular women and children, by Israel regime in total defiance of international law.
The decision of Israel to cease relations with the Human Rights Council is an alarming precedent.
We strongly denounce Israel's ongoing refusal to cooperate with the Human Rights Council. The Human Rights Council has to concretely address this disrespectful attitude of Israel.
Last speaker before we close this morning's meeting will be United Nations Watch. You have the floor.
Thank you, Madam President. Several speakers today have criticized Israel for being absent from this debate. We welcome conditions that would allow Israel to return. At the same time, it's important for this Council to reflect on why it is that Israel felt that it was made to leave. Perhaps the answer lies in today's debate. The agenda item under which we meet is built into every session, examines Israel only. Last week we had one day examining violations by the entire world. Today we have one day examining alleged violations by Israel. We recall that in June 2007, the Secretary General condemned this Council's decision to implement this biased agenda item. Second, in today's debate, the Council focused on implementation of the Goldstone report. A year and a half ago, the chief author of that report, Judge Goldstone, disowned the Goldstone report. He disavowed its main accusation. How is it that this Council meets to implement the Goldstone report when Goldstone himself stated expressly that had he had the same information that he had today, he would not have adopted the same report? This is illogical. Half of the Council's country resolutions have dealt with Israel. There has never been a resolution on most of the countries that took the floor today to condemn Israel, including China, Pakistan, and others. Israel is the only member state that is not a member of a regional group here at the Council. It is the only country that is subject to a permanent investigator on violations with a mandate that examines the actions of only one side and presumes guilt in advance. The mandate holder, Richard Falk, condemned by the Secretary General for promoting the 9/11 conspiracy theory and the Hamas terrorist group. Madam President, is it possible that Israel has left this Council out of a well-founded fear of being persecuted? Thank you, Madam President.
Muchas gracias.